All right, everybody, welcome to Custom OGT. I am OGL Schmitt. Special shout out to the Warning Army. Hope everyone's doing great. One thing I've always loved about the Warning is that they never feel that they're above their fans, even though they're definitely above me right now. So a reliquary is something or someone that is returning from a long absence. Usually it's death, but any kind of long absence would suffice. So in that spirit, Custom OGT will be returning to the Warning after about 2 months. So I think that might be the longest we've gone without a Warning reaction in quite some time. So yeah, that's a mistake we're definitely going to fix. So this song was requested by Lost Hate. Lost Hate always gives us great requests, but he didn't request it for this channel. Not gonna lie, I stole this. I saw this on the comments to a charismatic voice reaction. And I was like, reliquary? I always thought that was a cool word. So did a little research. This is a live acoustic version. So it's the Warning. It's called Reliquary. It's live acoustic. I'm sold. Guys, let's do this. It's a perfect place to pause there. Just a beautiful arrangement right off the bat. Whether it's creating a simple groove or just a dark, melancholy atmosphere, the Warning brings it every time. They're just really good songwriters, and they know how to use music to tell a story. It's always cool to hear Pal on vocals, and I was trying to think about what it was about her voice that was, unique and special. And there is this unpolished quality about her delivery. And by that, I don't mean she lacks training or anything like that. Obviously, she's very skilled, but her delivery is very raw. It doesn't sound like she's, doing a seminar on proper vocal technique. She's, basically performing a clinic in emotional storytelling. That is, Danny is also very good at that, just in a completely different way. I do like all three girls are really exceptional vocalists, but completely different. So that's, there's three very distinct voices. It's more colors to the palette to add in. Like whenever there's just three of you, you always want to look for those. Otherwise, your music would get boring. And the Warning, I don't think, has put out a boring song yet. The fellow in the cowboy hat. Who is that? Help me out, guys. So yeah, I'll maybe touch on the lyrics a little bit later here, but yeah, I'm really liking Pal's delivery here, and I am loving the mood of the song, definitely befitting its title. So
keeping time. You can't erase what has been done. You can't forgive, you can't move on. But we cannot escape the tide of our cruel mistress keeping time.
Interrupted. Sorry, pal. So I think another thing she does vocally is, especially in the verses, she sort of like will toss off the ends. The end is fairly abrupt. They're not usually held or sustained or a vibrato at it or anything like that. It's sort of like almost like a sigh at the end of everything, which sounds sort of there's a weariness to that sound. Usually I look for tone when I think of weariness, sort of like a raspy or gravelly tone. Because I always thought it was sort of hard for someone really young to convey weariness, but she's doing a great job just with her delivery. I also like how her voice alternates between like these sort of nasal type sounds, especially on I think like her like a boy. Some of the vowels are very nasal, but sometimes her voice like opens up and becomes very resonant. I'm guessing she's probably not thinking a whole lot about this. She's just performing instinctively, just doing what sounds and what feels right. But as long as we're talking about vocals, the harmonies, while they add so much, they're perfectly arranged. This is another aspect of the Warning that I think is a key to what's made them so successful. They know what to put where and when. Those harmonies, they enhance everything. Sometimes it's just Danny adding harmony. Sometimes it's Danny and Ali. And yeah, just those subtle differences. They fill out the sound so much. And then you just have that beautiful acoustic guitar melody underneath everything. So it's almost like you have the steady flow of that acoustic guitar, sort of like the bass of everything, and these emotional swells riding on top of that. It's absolutely beautiful. Let me check out the lyrics here real quick. Station identification. So the lyrics have me intrigued, but a bit confused. I'm not entirely sure what it's about, but I'm loving the imagery. So I'm going to give you guys my take, but I would love to see what you guys think the song's meaning is in the comments. Yeah, by all means, tell me your interpretations. I'm interested in hearing that, because the lyrics they're definitely setting a mood, and there's some very powerful imagery in them. So if I may, I'm not going to read all of them, but I want to read you some of my favorite lines, or the ones that I think kind of tell the story. Find me someone to blame, find me somewhere to aim, and I don't know, no right or wrong, a melody without a song. Show me the truth inside, show me to stay alive, because I don't know, no right or wrong, a melody without a song. Dear boy, can you tell me who will hold the blame now? Where will our fingers point if not at you now? Dear boy, tell the wolves you're finally coming home now. Do what you are best at, burn it all down. You can't erase what has been done. You can forgive, you can move on, but we cannot escape the tide of our cruel mistress keeping time. That to me sounds like the song is sung from the point of view of someone who knows a person who had been wronged, or who did something bad, or was accused of doing something bad, and left, and now they are returning, possibly for vengeance. That's the vibe I get. You almost kind of get that, someone who's exiled and then comes back seeking vengeance. You sort of get that vibe, but that could be a metaphor for something. It could be a metaphor for trying a relationship again. It could be a whole lot of things. So yeah, please, I'm interested in hearing your take on the lyrics. So let's finish this up. This is a beautiful piece. I'm not quite sure how we missed this. So thank you, Lost 8.
Find me someone to blame. Find me somewhere to aim. And I don't know
think I recognize that outfit Pal was in. That was the same concert where there was that song. Got it. Was it Narcissista? Where she actually sang lead and was just a bundle of chaos. Even sitting on that chair, you could tell she was practically ready to jump off of that thing. Yeah, she has so much energy. But the Warning is great when they decide to soften it up and do an acoustic track. I think that is one of the marks of a really great band, that they're able to take songs and transform them, or they're able to capture different moods. Anyone who would hear the Warning doing something like Hell You Call a Dream, with all of that energy and all that grit and all that power, and then you wouldn't think that they'd be capable of that. But yeah, so absolutely beautiful song. Loved it. Once again, guys, let me know what what you think those lyrics are about. I'm looking forward to some discussion there. Until then, it's great to see the girls again. Great to return to the Warning. We've got over 30 some odd Warning reactions on the channel. Is there anything we've missed, guys? Let me know. Until then, mental health is real. Be a part of the start. Music is far and away your best support group, as the sisters there have demonstrated many, many times. And take care of yourselves so you can take care of others. Until then, I'm OGL Schmitt. We'll see you guys later.